Welcome to the Mercy Ships Typo 3 training video series. In this video we will have a look at how you can add a new content element to a specific page. For that, I click on page, I go to a page where I would like to add my content element. I can choose the position of that content element by clicking on the plus icon wherever I please. For instance, I want to add a new element in between those two elements, so I click on the plus icon. Then I can choose from a list of different content element types. You are most likely to use the first series of content elements, which are text elements, text with image, or image only. So I'm going to show you how you can add a new text with image element. I click on this element. I see a new form with 4 tabs. The first tab is the general tab, where I can type in my title, my header of that content element. Type new content element. I choose the header type, which, if it is the first element of a page, would be normal or layout 1. But since we're choosing an element that is in between already existing elements, so in that case I change to layout 2 in order to have a smaller header. Then I go to text, and that's where I can type in, copy paste my text to that field. I do suggest that if you copy paste text from, for instance, Word, use copy the text from Word, open the Notepad on PC or TextEdit on Macintosh, paste your text into that text editor, copy it again, and paste it in Typo 3. The purpose of that is to get rid of all the formattation of Word in order to have a clean text. Okay, I have copied my text. I can start adding more text to this paragraph, etc., etc. I could, for instance, add a new link. I will create a more in-depth video on how to create links. For now, I just type in my text where I would like to put the link on. New link. I select text. I click on insert web link button. I choose from the 4 possibilities I have. I choose the page. I would like to create a link inside the page. Since it's inside my page, I choose target to top. I change the title to new link to contact, for instance, and I click on the contact page. Next, I could insert a table by clicking on the insert table icon. A new window shows, and I can choose how many rows and how many columns I would like to have. I choose to have 3 columns and 2 rows. I click OK, and I can start filling up my table. The first row is the header row, and the next rows are the content. By clicking Tab on your keyboard, a new row is added. However, By clicking on the right mouse button, you have more menus, more possibilities to manipulate your table. As you can see, the table doesn't fill the whole width of the text, but on the web page, this table fills the entire width of the content area. So do not worry if this table doesn't fill the whole width. I move on to the media tab, and since we've chosen a text with image content element, I can now click on the media tab and add one or several images to this content element. I click on browse for files. A new window pops up. I can get my content images from my content images folder inside my file storage. I could select both images by checking the box and say import selection. Both images have been imported. No preview is visible yet. If I want to have an instant preview, I can always click on save the document, and Typo 3 creates my preview. Now, if I would like to change the position of an image, I can choose my image and then switch positions here. Next is the position in the text. I do have several possibilities. For now I choose in text right. Then I can select if my images are shown in 2 columns or 1 column. You can play around with that and see how it looks like. I choose 2 columns, so those 2 images are next to each other. I choose a width of one image, that is 100. The height is being calculated proportionally. Then I want to be able to click on the image and see the bigger image, so I choose click enlarge. I type in a caption for each image, so I say, so it's mountains is the first caption, and then sunset in the mountains or something like that for the second image. Please make sure you hit enter in order to have those 2 image captions on 2 lines. Please copy the image caption, Ctrl C or Command C on Mac, and then paste it into the different fields. That is, those captions will not show on the website, but they will show in the code. On the 4th tab, the access code, we would have the possibility to time this element. If I would like to start this element only in 1 month, I could type in 23rd of November, and if I would like to stop it a few days after that date, I could also type in my start and stop date. I could also have only my stop dates typed in. That serves the purpose to time my content elements. If I do have, for instance, an event and I know that after a certain date that content element is obsolete, I can type in a stop date and this content element will disappear automatically from the web page. However, it will always be inside Typo 3 and visible for the administrator, the editor, but on the web page it will not be seen anymore. Okay, I go through the tabs again. The General tab, where I type in my title, then my Text tab, where I type in my text, create my links, etc. My Media tab, where I add my images. My Access tab, where I can time my content element. I save, or I save and preview it directly on the web page, where I can see my new content element, my 2 images with the 2 captions in 2 columns with 100. I click enlarge it to see a bigger picture. I see the link and my table. Back in Typo 3 I can always tweak and change my content element in order to make it look perfect. Once I'm done, I can click on Save and Close, and I get back to my overview of my elements, and I see that a new content element has been created in between those other two elements.